Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're back here with Terminal 1, desperately trying to improve our passenger terminal rating. Yeah, we seem to have a reasonably well working well. Yeah, a combination of those words anyway. Passenger terminal here. Passengers came in, they got to their gates, they got their baggage, their luggage, the aircraft were fueled, debagged and let off again. But they took ages doing it, which meant that our passenger rating here was abysmal. In fact, everything's abysmal at the moment. And one thing I kind of identified towards the end of the last episode was it might be to do with the baggage handling, that all the trucks going to their service, the passenger terminals for loading and unloading luggage, were also coming from the same cargo depot as was serving the cargo planes. So there's a lot of overlap there. And even if I had a well-supplied cargo depot here, i.e. with lots of transporters, they never seem to go to the passenger terminals. Very strange. I'm not quite sure what it was, presumably to do with distance or speed or something. So what I've actually done, since you were away, off camera, I've changed a few locations here of the baggage handling terminals and the cargo depot as well, in an attempt to get a more efficient split of where my cargo terminals came from, cargo transporters came from. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll add another transporter in there. This seems to be going to April. There's plenty of work for them to do, but we are still taking way too long. Okay, so we've got all the passengers off, all the luggage is gone, so we're just waiting to load up again, and we've already two hours, nearly 3 hours gone, and this plane wanted to be gone by now, so it's taking its time. So we want to get things moving quickly. Now, the devs have been updating regularly since the game was released a few weeks ago, whenever it was. So things are improving and things are getting easier to do and better and more obvious. One such thing is, if you click on a gate, it will actually highlight the passengers that are waiting or on their way to that gate. Now, the only issue I've got here is that we've got a bright white passenger terminal floor, and the passengers are highlighted in a very pale blue, so it's difficult to see them unless you kind of zoom in close. So you might be able to make out the some up here, yeah, which are going to this passenger gate here. It'd be nice if there was a more distinctive colour distinction, a better contrast there, really, to be honest, to work that out. They've also improved it so that the last call announcements will be made, and passengers will then rush to get to their gate in order to get onto their aeroplane. So that should help things a little bit. And what I'll do as well, just to help, is put in another one of these travelators to get my passengers up here more quickly, which might help a bit, he said. A few other things that I've noticed while you're away. It's amazing how much I notice things that I complain about in the video and then come off air, as it were, turn the camera off, and then discover things. Oh yeah, that's how it works. Like, for example, I think we noticed in the previous episode that we could click on the cargo aprons here and say whether they were allowing private jets as well as cargo aircraft to land. Yeah, because obviously private jets, they're not very lucrative. There's lots of them, but they're not individually lucrative enough. But you can also, as you can see here, allow or disallow passenger aircraft to use these aprons as well, which seems a bit silly to me. I don't want to do that, so we'll disable all that. And that one. I suppose I should... Can I do the same on the passenger terminals? So this apron here... Yes, yeah, I closed that one. In fact, did I do that in the last episode? It's a few weeks ago now, and it's been very hot, and my mind has been melting, let alone my memory, so who knows. Yeah, that's all allowed. Okay, they've also improved somewhat the way the gates link to baggage, to immigration, to check-in. So as you can see here, all the gates for passenger terminals are linked to the same two check-in desks. And, oh, that's the gate there, isn't it? In fact, yes, the remote gate is served by another door, another boarding area, as here. as this gate, so I assume it goes to the same place. Yeah, that's linked to that gate there. We can also in fact link our gates, individual gates, to different baggage handling stubs or stations, so we can split that between them. I'm just looking at this. Actually, yeah, this baggage handler isn't getting any stuff, so I think we ought to link that one to a couple of these gates. So if I link you to that gate, are you linked? Link gates. Click icon to set linked gates. I've done that, and is that... Oh, does it not treat that as a linkable gate? Ah, interesting. Okay, link. There you go. Ah, right. Okay. Can I then also link that to... Right. So that's, yeah, that is the gate, not the actual apron. So that's fair enough. Yeah, which I suppose is right. I think it was one of the confusions I had with Sim Airport, is that it would call these things gates, whereas in fact it's a gate which is the sort of the barrier between the passenger terminal and the aircraft itself. But the aircraft don't sit on the gate, they sit on the stand. Well, that's what I think. I know there are various people who've worked, actually worked in the airline and airport industries, who know more about this than I do. So can correct me on that if I've got that wrong. But there we are, that's all working quite well. Is our service rating gone down? Good. Cargo service has gone up though, that's fine, I suppose. Okay, what can we do to improve our passenger terminal here? Baggage claim, remote gate, we've got that. Immigration, that's fine. Check-in counters. Do we have staff on the check-in counters? Staff, well, we could add another 2. Staff 4. Okay, that's on that gate there, isn't it? Or check-in rather. Can't really see them particularly. How many staff have we got here? There's 4 there. Passengers en route. Again, I like this level of detail. I mean, it's not as we've described. Ooh, yeah. So that's the highlight. Oh, you see. So now it's night time. You can see the pale blue highlighted passengers. Oh, they're going to use the business lounge, are they? Wow. Hopefully that makes me money. Yeah, two quid a time. Oh, actually, talking about quids, currencies. One of the changes they've made a number of changes to the game setup as well. So if we just take a moment to look at those, go back to the main menu, go into options, things that have been added recently, as far as I can remember. Things I might have mentioned things before, and but anyway, yes, stop waffling, man. They've allowed finer adjustment of the sound volumes. Because sometimes the engines or the announcer volumes or whatever were quite loud. So we can reduce those as we need to. Now here we've got a couple of really fun things. The currency we've seen before. That's a reasonably old update to change your currency. I can take the income markers off if I want to. I'll leave them on. But we can also, and these are the choices you can make here. If you highlight cursor on, what that does is it highlights whatever asset you're over, which can be quite helpful, I suppose. I find it distracting, so I've turned that off. And also, if you want to highlight related passengers, you can turn that on here. Another big thing they've done is they've allowed you to customize the names of your airlines. Oh, and they've changed back. Oh, that's annoying. I changed a lot of these, so I could change that to, for example, every salvage. Change QT to on the quiet, like so. That could be Coventry Cargo, bit like that. We should have an we'll call AC, Ajax Cargo. That will do. But yeah, they've been adding things. They have been very responsive to the player feedback on Steam. Okay, right, we've got gardens, we've got business lounges, we haven't got much else at the moment. I think we'll probably need a policy upgrade to add more features. Let's get the game running again. So where are our upgrades menu. Okay, transporter, predictive maintenance, Fuel contracts, really should get into that. Preconditioned air units. Passenger aircraft use 50% less fuel when parked at gates, reducing a carbon emission, and only affects passenger aircraft of size 1 and above. It's £2,000. It's a bit much, actually. Did I know? I thought I had public buses enabled. But we'll do public buses. Short exit, we've got that. Ride sharing, remote gates, we've got that. Online check-in, catering standards. So we could add catering, and we'll increase revenue from passenger aircraft when catering trucks are available. Oh, it's a catering building, right? Baggage storage, level 2 construction, so we could go upstairs. Electrochromic glazing reduces the carbon cost of all terminal buildings, and a potable water supply. Should we make our roads faster? No, we'll do catering standards, I think, to increase revenue. Let's do that. Okay. Was it policies we wanted to check as well? Actually, I was looking at policies. That's why, rather than upgrades, I should have gone to policy. Refrigerated cargo. No. Flight check subscriptions. Doubles income from flight check services, but becomes required. Service time guarantees. No, we're not doing that. Gate contracts. No, that's too demanding. Transit passengers. Okay, let's do transit passengers. And what we'll do at some point, let's go to the next day, is we will build level 2. We'll go up a level. The thing is, we don't have the quantity of aircraft or passenger demand yet to support a much bigger passenger terminal. Yeah, and our ratings are a bit shoddy, to say the least. What if we allowed... Oh, passenger service rating. Your passengers rating... Oh, yes, it's one of the new things they've added. Is a warning when things get bad. So our passenger service rating is low. This will result in fewer large aircraft arriving. Darn it, I was just thinking we can allow bigger aircraft to land, but maybe they won't. The service rating is primarily influenced by the service time of your aircraft. Select a gate for more information. So yeah, there you are. Hover the mouse over the selected object icon for more information. For gates, the main waiting times are shown. You can also select aircraft to see how their service times are progressing. We've been doing that. The service rating of each aircraft is determined on takeoff and contributes to your overall rating. For passenger aircraft, good service times are in the range of 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Yeah, mine go into 6-7, don't they? Yeah, depending on size. Next. Passenger service rating can also be improved by increasing the variety of services available near the gates. Oh. More restaurants, cafes, shops and gardens can improve terminal variety. Oh, right, okay. Where's the... how do we do cafes and stuff there? If passengers have to walk a long way to reach your gate, that can cause delays. They're more likely to go to gates early if there are more services for them to visit nearby. You may also want to check that your terminal entrance is not overloaded. Multiple entrances can improve capacity, which is this thing here. So if we extend our terminal building up this way, we could add another entrance perhaps. Can we actually add restaurants and stuff? No, we don't have that option yet. Is that a policy or something? Where's the policies menu? There you are, policies menu. So all I'm looking for is gate contracts. No. Electric vehicles. I'm free public Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Fuel management, enhanced maintenance. No. Premium cargo. No. Oh, when can we get to the restaurants then? I want restaurants. Is that the catering upgrade? Double-decker. Oh, double-decker buses. Oh, I purchased catering standards. Okay, so we can put down a catering building. So if we go out of here into construction, presumably. Where's catering here? Solar farm, baggage, ATC, admin, anti-drone, radar, by land, one way, concrete. I'm not seeing a catering building. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's the obvious one with the knife and fork. Dope. So if we put that reasonably close, I suppose, to the passenger terminal, that would make sense, wouldn't it? If I rotate you, you would link like that. That's good. Okay. And what do we have here? Ooh. Oh, nice sound of chopping. Good. Okay, service within this range. Let's increase that range. Yep, that's good. Okay, so that's upgrade. Passenger terminal. Still no sign of catering. I imagine it would be a knife and fork, wouldn't it? Okay, what if we put another business lounge down here and perhaps another garden? Actually, let's demolish that garden there. That's far too near nothing, really, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, there's a gate there, but nobody wants that. We move the garden up there, perhaps. That's what we'll do. Demolish that. Oh, maybe people are trying to use it. And let's put another garden up here. And another business lounge. I'm spending a lot of money today. Up here. Like so. What's that waiting for? Oh, it's gone. Good. Just waiting for the last passenger to get out. Where you got?
All passengers disembarked.
4.5 hours still.
All passengers disembarked. All passengers
3,
have disembarked. All
2.
passengers have disembarked.
Also, all the luggage has been done, so we're just waiting for the passengers to turn up. One thing I was thinking as well is perhaps just spend more on roadway. Can I connect that to there? I can. Actually, to there. And then also to there. Yeah, which might make the journey time for the cargo transporters a bit quicker. Well, we seem to be making money okay. I mean, we have spent quite a bit today. Construction and new vehicles, pretty much 2.5 grand. Oh, we've just lost a bit. But, yeah, we're making money. Gross profit, nearly 3,500. We're coming to the end of the day. Is that the last aircraft to depart? I think it is. And our service rating is still rubbish for passengers. And very average for cargo planes. So my vehicle usage for both the well, that cargo depot has gone down to 81%. And this one is 91. Let's add another transporter there. Oh, there was a late night. There were a couple of late night planes coming in.
Disembarked.
Well, just waiting for the passengers to come in on the bus. How are we doing on that? Does it tell us waiting for passengers? I have a feeling, I might be mistaken. I think one of the updates they gave us did tell us how many passengers there were
Doors to manual and cross-check.
on the bus. I might be entirely mistaken. Going to it, it doesn't tell you how many people. Oh well, I'm clearly mistaken.
All passengers disembarked.
Again, a 5-hour turnaround time. By the time they get to the takeoff, the runway exit, it will be 6+. And we'll get another shoddy rating from them. Right, so as this day runs out, before we get into tomorrow, shall we change and make our roads faster? Where was that done? Where was that done? Upgrades. Double-decker buses, public. That's 1,000. Okay, let's spend the money. We'll spend the money. I'm sure we can make it back. Okay, we're £1,000 in the red. The end of today. We'll see what tomorrow brings. And tomorrow has started. Again, just hovering over the map, just noticed a couple of other little details which I'd not noticed before because I probably wasn't paying attention. The counters, the check-in counters, will tell you how many passengers obviously are going through check-in, but also how many have actually processed today. When I checked for yesterday, they were roughly equal. You can also see how many passengers have made use of the baggage claim zones, baggage claim areas. Likewise, in immigration, you can see how many passengers have passed through immigration, as well as the number of staff. And I have just increased this from 2 to 4 for both inbound and outbound immigration. Oh, passenger service has gone up to 18. How did that happen? My
All
goodness.
passengers have disembarked.
Okay, they're doing catering. Are you doing catering?
All passengers have disembarked.
You are? What about
Cabin
catering
crew,
here?
Doors to manual and cross-check.
No, waiting for... Oh, there's the number of passengers waiting for 3 out of 10. Oh, there are 3 out of 10 turned up.
All passengers have disembarked.
Uh-huh. Catering. Yeah, you've done catering.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Excellent.
All passengers have disembarked.
What about you?
Smoking is prohibited for the
Ooh.
duration of the flight.
Just over 3 hours. Again, a tiny aircraft, relatively speaking. Will you give us better than 9%? I think you should. 13 up. Whoa. That's getting impressive now. Absolutely
All
is.
passengers have disembarked.
How are we doing generally in money terms? Oh, we're doing fine, actually. Yep, we're doing fine. Everything is looking all right. Yeah, our carbon balance is a bit terrible, to be honest. I don't know. Would that have an impact? How can we alleviate that? We could do a solar farm. It does cost money per day. It's 1,500 initial outlay. Not going to do it just yet. Ooh, yep, right. Just looking at the upgrades menu here. Yeah, things are there. You just have to actually look and pay attention to what the game tells you. If I look at this, the baggage storage facility allows us to create storage areas for baggage so passengers can check in early, which is good. That might get them to their airplane quicker. It then says, and this is a sentence I entirely missed reading, requirements for retail license. That's what we want. Okay, we'll wrap up today, and as today comes to a close, we've made nearly £2,000 in profit so far. Once we've done that, we'll spend money on a baggage storage facility, and then perhaps we can start putting restaurants and stuff and whatever else in the passenger terminal. Now I think I was wondering this in the last episode, could we put a maintenance hangar for passenger aircraft? Would that work? Now how much will that cost? I mean, I'm spending money I don't really have. Where's the maintenance hangar there? 1,500. Now I go spending £2,000 or whatever on the baggage storage. So we won't do all that today. Okay, where are we? We're coming to the end of the day. Yeah, we're nicely profitable. So what we'll do is we will spend all that money, I think. Yep, let's do that. Upgrades. Baggage storage facility. Got it. And I've now lost lots of money. Good. So if we come out, what's that? Metro. Oh, we can't afford a metro anyway. Passenger terminal menu. No. Is it in construction? I don't know. I'm trying to work out where things... Oh, retail license. That's £3,000. No. I can't afford that just yet. I could if I took out a loan, but we're not going to do that just yet. So where's the baggage storage? Is that just sort of... It's just that facility. You just buy it and that's it done, is it? If we read that again. The handling stations are upgraded with baggage storage. Oh, I didn't notice if they are upgraded. Is that a separate thing you do? No, it's just implicit that they are upgraded. Okay, we'll take that as read. Oh, heck. A 23% passenger service rating. That's mighty impressive. We are getting we're getting better. We are getting better.
Ground, we are ready to taxi.
And you're only
Ground, we are ready
3
to taxi.
hours. And you're a size 1 aircraft, so not the tiniest. You would want to be done within 240. We've done it in 3. 79%. My God, we do appear to be getting there. All you've got to do is spend money. But that's modern economics. You have to spend money to accumulate money. Right, so what I'm going to do, we are going to roll forward another day, and then once that's done and I've accrued some more money, we will put some retail outlets in our passenger terminal. It may slow things down, or it may get people into the airport faster, yeah, so they're in the terminal building waiting to board their aircraft earlier, but it should at least give us more revenue, which is good. So I'll be back with you. I won't unless anything really dramatic happens, I won't show what happens today. We'll roll straight past this, and I will. Oh, it's a foggy day today, and I'll come back to you on the other side of a sexy video effect. Well, so we're coming to the end of this day, which I've just rushed through, and encountered a problem. I noticed this aircraft here.
All passengers
It
accounted
sat here for, well, when I first looked, it was over 11 minutes, or sorry, over 11 hours, and I thought, that's wrong. And you can see here that everything is 100%, it's all been done, apart from the fuel reloading, for whatever reason. There's a follow me car which will take it onto the runway, which is waiting for it, which is, oh, why did that fuel take so long? That is weird, because that fuel truck has been sat there for quite some time. I wonder what the logic for that was. These fuel depots are... Well, this fuel depot is very busy. This one over here, I think, was less busy. Very much less busy. So I noticed that, so I took this... put a road in there just a few minutes ago, didn't I? So I've taken that out, in case that helps. But that is very strange indeed. What's going on there? So passenger rating will doubtless go down again, 28%, which is better than 9, 10 or 11, so can't complain too much. And we've made £2.5 today, so let's spend all of that and more with an upgrade for a retail license. Dong, there you go. So in the passenger terminal, clothes shop, bookshop, duty free. Oh, this is good, but they all cost me money, of course. So the restaurant is 1,500, the cafe is 350, duty free 500, the business lounge, garden we've already got, the clothes shop, a bookshop. Well, let's put a simple cafe in. Where should we put this? Where can we put it? We can't put it. We can put it in both. We can't put it in this sort of transit zone before they go through immigration. So when or before they check in, we'll place that. I'm tempted to... Yeah, let's remove that garden. Don't like that there. That's it. Let's put a cafe there instead. That's a restaurant. That's a cafe. We can put you in there. Yeah. And then we'll put another one in over here, like so. Where do we want this to be? Again, there. We can put the restaurant in over here, I think. So yeah, we've spent a lot of money. Let's see how that affects tomorrow. Okay, are passengers going to the coffee shop? Ooh, yes, you can see he's highlighted. Again, it's the nice models. The game may not have the depth of some other titles that we're familiar with from days gone by, but the modelling is nonetheless quite attractive. What about this one here? No passengers today. Again, it'd be lovely if we could put the prices up so you could have sort of premium and economy cafes or restaurants or bars or whatever across the airport. It's being used. Hopefully, as I said, that will encourage people to come to the airport early. I mentioned this, I posted on the Steam forum just to because I didn't like the fact that it's a very pale highlight of the connected passengers. But I said it would be nice if we could have more colour in the game. So perhaps a choice of highlight colour might help. Certainly on very bright days like this, and perhaps even colour options for the buildings would be nice to have, or different coloured flooring, maybe. But certainly, yeah, be able to choose a colour scheme for your airport would be good. So rather than buildings have, say, white roof by default for everything, some of them could have an airport-specific colour. Well, good grief, yeah, midday, and we're already £2 in profit. I'm feeling comfortable and confident. It can be difficult, as we've noted before, to get profit in the early days of the game. It can be difficult to come by, but once you've got a basic operation running, making money shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's just then moving on from there to optimising performance.
Cabin crew taking your seats.
That's
We are
bad.
cleared for
And
take.
making money
Smoking
from that.
is prohibited for the duration of
Yeah,
the
we're
flight.
getting some
All
are
passengers
getting
have
better.
disembarked.
So our rating should yep, we're doing okay. Doing okay. Well, our cafes are doing great business. 12 passengers out of 12. Yeah, I think we increased the capacity by 6 there, and also here in the entrance area, in the lobby, in the foyer, in the frontage of our airport. We'll do that. And we're making enough money, I think, to justify a maintenance hangar for passenger aircraft. And I was thinking, if we place it down here, the thing with the hangar is you have a service range. If I place it over here, it's going to cover much the same area, or it could potentially include the cargo terminals. I don't want it to do that. So I think to make sure it just focuses on the passenger side, we could place it down here. I think, yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll put in a new hangar, which is you. And we're going to need road to connect. Ooh, we're going to need road as well to connect you. That could be fun, actually. Can I do that? I can run road along there. Yeah, that's something we can do. But I can't do it along there. It's a pity we can't go overground or underground on that. No, there is road here, of course, isn't there? So it could go that way. Oh, it's raining. Nice. Okay. Right, let's do this anyway. So we want to build a hangar. 1,500 quid. We'll come in there. Ooh, that's a point. Actually, if I turn you around that way. Oh no. Where's the aircraft going to come in from? So they're going to land. Yeah, they're going to come in and land at the other end of the runway. So they're going to have to come all the way down this taxiway. Now that's okay. Well, I'm okay with that. So if we turn you around like so, I think, or like so. Yeah. Put a bit of taxiway in, like that. Oh, someone did mention in comment on the last video about diagonal taxiways. They can be done, but the game isn't terribly happy to do it. So if I do, there you a little bit of yeah, there you, it's a little bit of. If I zoom in a bit more, you can see this. So if I say come from here, it will do them, but it's. Only in specific circumstances. It really likes a sort of a proper right angle connection, which you can turn into a proper curve normally. So you'll need that at least at either end, I think, to make the connection. It is possible to do. You just have to sort of encourage the game to give you what you want. Okay, so we're going to need runways here. So roadways to connect the tug. Can I connect you to... Okay, I'll connect you to there, and then... Yeah, it doesn't do diagonal roads. Okay, from there, and then from there to there. There, and then can I connect it like that. And we could connect along here, I suppose, if we wanted to. And then like that. Because it could go along the whole length of the runway, but I'm not going to do that for the moment. Don't need to waste that amount of money. Okay, and your service range is going to be all those 4 gates, I suppose. Interesting, not the remote one though. Okay, flight check vehicles, yeah, we could do a couple of those. And it does require tugs, doesn't it? We've only got 1 tug depot, which is that one there. And you guys are very busy. Oh, I think we could do with another one actually. And that might also help speed up our aircraft processing. We're doing still over 20 on our performance for our passenger services. Okay, let's put another tug depot in. That's you. Can I squeeze you in here? No, of course not. I could... Right, let's pause this for a second. Can I put you in there? So if I delete this bit of road... Yeah, all this road here. Ah, got that little... Can't quite delete that without deleting the taxiway. Bother. Okay. Right. Can we put in a tug depot here, which was you? Yes, we can. Not there, though. Because the taxiway's in the way. Yeah, I'm okay with that, I think. Or up here. Well, actually, it might be easier up here. It's still far away from everything. Well, let's put it down here. I can always demolish it and recoup some of the cost. So I'll see if it works here. There you go. And can you connect to there? Nope. That's not a real connection, apparently. From there. From there to there. No fuel depot. Ah, no, so the fuel can't go through there. Okay, we're going to have the roadway all along here. Can I bring you across like that? Right, yeah. So one vehicle can't go through the depot of another vehicle. So the fuel trucks couldn't get through the tug depot. Should we get this going a bit faster? Where are you going? You are coming here. Excellent. Right. Oh, you turned out really quickly, didn't you?
Let's run the pre-takeoff checklist.
2 hours. You're expecting just over 1.5 hours. Wait for the other aircraft to take off. 61%. Yeah, maintenance we're good at. Oh, 34% on passenger services. Tugs aren't busy. Yeah, the only thing is we're going to have a queue here, aren't we? To take off. Not made much of a loss today. That's okay. Oh, yeah. Retail is 200. Excellent. Cafe has made 40 quid today. Is that all? This is obviously very cheap coffee. From 20 people. What, 2 quid for a cup of coffee? No way, Jose. No. This one has only made 12. Apparently. Yeah, it's 2 quid per cup. Or cake, or croissant, or whatever it is one purchases in a cafe. Now, those prices are unreal. I'm sorry, that's just not realistic enough. The game is, no, it's a bust. They can't charge proper prices for coffee. There's no realism in it whatsoever. No. Right, I think we will finish this episode here. I think I'm happy we've moved on somewhat. Now, with any luck, we'll make a lot of money. And I'm not sure if I got room to expand this into a 2-story passenger terminal. I'd like to do that, but we may have to do some jiggery-pokery with our roads here to do that. Now, I understand from comments I've seen on the Steam forum that it is possible to have a bridge in the passenger terminal. So, which is exactly what I'm thinking. So if we can go up a level, probably need to go up 2 levels, maybe, and then get a bridge over something or other. I'd like to see that. But anyway, we have achieved a much better 36% passenger service rating. That's much improved. We have enhanced and improved our passenger offering. We've now got baggage storage, our handling stations. We've got cafes. Very cheap cafes. Yeah, and that's all working. And we've added an extra maintenance hangar for handling more aircraft which come in on this runway, which creates more of a queue here, but you can't have everything. So that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Terminal 1. If you've enjoyed this, it'll be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbsy uppy button. Even better, if you've got anything to say about what I've been doing with the game or the game itself, then please do. Just drop a note into the comments box below. It's always awesome to hear from you, whatever you've got to say. And if you haven't already, why not subscribe to the channel? That way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, from here in Terminal 1, until the next time, bye-bye from now.